Now, this dude, like, you know what I'm saying, actually went to, like, you know, this meeting in the auditorium for, like, you know what I'm saying, the school that, like, actually, like, hired this, like, you know, lady that said the racist slur or whatever, whatnot, in the auditorium, right? So, he went to the, like, you know, dude that was here to the school, and he asked him, like, you know, try to ask him, like, why he rehired the woman, like, you know, for saying a racial slur or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to talk about it. So, yeah, Richard, he crashed out, you know what I'm saying? But in a positive way, you know what I'm saying? But he did, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He did, like, you know, actually, like, you know, yell and all that stuff. And that's about it, you know what I'm saying? For real though, they up there, like, you know, the other people try to, like, you know, actually, like, you know, saying, like, you know, defend him or what, like, you know, he, like, you know, actually did or whatever, you know what I'm saying? About, like, you know, behind them women back, but he was the one that, like, you know, actually told the woman to say that stuff or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they told, like, Richard to leave, so Richard just left, but he got his point across, though, you know what I'm saying? For real, though. Anyway, yeah, he, like, took up for the kids and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? About, like, you know, what the lady was, like, saying and all that stuff, for real, though. And that was crazy. That was crazy as ever, you know what I'm saying? For real, though. Anyway, so, I'm telling you, it was like these two camps, and like this, like, you know, dude, like, you know, Ashley, like, you know, said that, like, you know, this, like, you know, deaf black dude, like, you know, Ashley took his phone, and he didn't wanna, like, you know, actually listen, like, you know, to give him his phone back or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Said he bumped him and did all this other stuff to him. And the cops just, like, you know, took his, like, you know, side, like, literally, because they went up to this damn man. They, like, you know, actually got him down on the ground, like, and they beat him, and then they tased him multiple times. For real, though. And that, they was on the pocket. For real, though. I'm telling you, gang, that was some crazy shit. I'm telling you. And they, like, you know, got off like 1 day suspension. They got on 1 day suspension and got off. Like, that was some crazy shit because that shit was overturned like a motherfucker. Brother, I'm telling you, that shit happened in Phoenix, gang. That shit was crazy as hell. And I'm like, oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? But that's what always fucking happens, right? For real though. Anyway, this motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? I think he was, like, you know, Congress member or whatever, whatnot. He out there, like, go put a racist post on the internet about Obama and shit. Like, saying he called him a queer or whatever, whatnot. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he up there go say he was a racist or whatever, whatnot. And the Shorty just looked at his ass like, mama, and she was like, she had lost respect for his ass, for real though. For real though. So, anyway, I don't know what they gonna do, but they gonna do whatever they can so they can get his ass about that seat, for real though. And I hope it, like, you know, happens, for real though, because that's some outrageous shit. And that's on bro, for real though. Anyway, so, yeah. Anyway, this, like, you know, woman went to this dealership called, like, Coons Dealership. And, like, they was racist toward her. Like, they, like, you know, actually, like, you know, sent her a racist picture or whatever whatnot about, like, ape up there dancing up in a goddamn tutu. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? And dude was up there, like, you know, apologizing on all this shit. Another, like, you know, employee, like, up there, like, put a, like, you know, sticker on another woman's car, like, you know, stating a racial slur or whatever, or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Said that, like, you know, employee that did that was, like, you know, terminated or whatever, whatnot, or whatever. And Oh my goodness, that shit was crazy as hell. I'm telling you. This, like, motherfuckers is getting bold as ever, for real. And, like, that's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit more than ever, gang. And that's on, bro. Right. Anyway, yeah, this, like, college at Pomona is getting, like, getting out of hand. Because, like, they up there, like, keep on being racist and shit. And these, like, Caucasian students is, like, throwing racial parties, like, blackface parties and all this shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And that shit getting out of hand. And they not doing nothing about it. They not doing nothing about it. Real though. That's some crazy shit. So I hope the best of them kids, real though, because, like, they ain't, like, standing on business. And I hope they, like, get what's, like, you know what I'm saying? Get what they need to get. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Get that, like, you know what I'm saying? Protection from all this other bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, that shit, that racist shit is getting out of hand for real, though. They calling them the N-word all the motherfucking time and shit. And that shit is out of pocket. Real, though. Anyway. So, yeah, like, the president is a motherfucking immigrant. Yeah, y'all didn't know that shit, did you? Y'all didn't even know that shit. Because, like, this motherfucker is German and he's an Irishman at the same time. Because his mom's is Irish and his pops is German. And that shit crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? And he wanna go here and block the borders for immigrants when he's a goddamn immigrant his goddamn self. That shit crazy, gang. I'm telling you. That was some crazy shit. I'm like, hell no. When I actually found that shit out, I was laughing my ass off. Real though. I'm like, shit. And plus, they, like, ran away from, like, getting, like, drafted to the military or getting drafted to go to war. Him, his motherfucking daddy, and his motherfucking grandfather. All them bitches. Hell no. Oh my goodness, that's crazy as hell. That's some crazy shit. I'm for real though. That shit crazy as hell. I'm like, god damn. I'm like, oh my god. Right though. But yeah, that shit. Yeah, that's crazy as hell, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They, like, did some shit or whatever when you know what I'm saying? Did that, so, like, on the right shit. But I already talked about this shit before, you know what I'm saying? I already talked about this shit, so I'm not gonna even talk about this shit more further, you know what I'm saying? Real, because I already talked about it again, you know what I mean? That shit, not gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? Go in and, like, talk about something else. You can't talk about the same old. You know what I'm saying? Although I did talk about the color shit before. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about some other color shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's some crazy shit. There's some crazy shit. Because, like, oh my goodness, it's like, you know what I'm saying? They just, like, actually just try to stand on business with this racist shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, and they getting out of pocket like a motherfucker for real though. Anyway, MAGA is so goddamn stupid. Oh my goodness. Damn, they stupid. They stupid as fuck, bro. I'm telling all y'all, you know what I'm saying? Bro though. But shit, like, hell, they went to college and they still so fucking stupid. Oh my goodness. But shit, they fall for any motherfucking thing anybody fucking say. So shit. And they be cocky about it. But shit. Them things, oh my goodness. They end up getting their ass handed to them when somebody, like, spit some knowledge to them. For real though, speak facts. More facts than ever. You know what I'm saying? Don't even gotta put your hands on them or nothing like that. All you gotta do is spit facts. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? So they can shut the fuck up. For real though. And that's on bro. For real though. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go chill with my brother. You know what I'm saying? Go play Call of Duty or whatever, whatnot. You Now saying I played Call of Duty Mobile yesterday and it was fun as fuck, and that's on bro. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell on notification so you can see my next upload and my next post, and I make sure I make no one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like it. So long, farewell, goodbye.